What's up guys, welcome to the WIX Club. In this tutorial I'm going to blow your mind with a new technique on how to display your WIX tags. Now let's assume that you have added tags to your database and you want to display these tags on your repeated item, on your repeater, or you want to display it on your dynamic page. Then this is the right tutorial for you. Now this tag can also work on a regular page. So let's say you have a regular page such as this and you want to display something very nice looking as something we have here in our page. Now this is going to be possible in a few minutes. We also have a dynamic page, just like I mentioned. If you come over here, you're going to notice that we have selection tags or tags on our repeated items. Each of these have different tags, as you can see, and what I've done is that I added this tag in a database on a field called tags, and then what I did was to display the items on my repeater. Now to blow your mind further guys, if you open up any of these items, you're going to see that we also have the tags on our dynamic item page. All right, and each of them have different tags. Now we're going to start over at the beginning of the first, which is the regular page. I'm going to show you how to add this on the regular page and how to add these on your repeater and how to add it on your dynamic item page. Before we get started, you can also check out my website, which is called WIX Genius. You can go ahead to contact me or reach me through any of the means that I have here. I made it super easy for you to reach me, and I will get a notification by email or through my Facebook page. Okay, another awesome thing about this is that you can also check out the tutorials that I've added. As you can see, these are the recent tutorials I've added. You can go ahead to check out the tutorial page, and there are many other tutorials that are there. You can search on, you can also filter the tutorials you want. Now each of these tutorial items, you can go ahead to read through the blog. This is actually like a blog. You can read through the blog and also go ahead to copy the code. Now this is the most amazing thing here. You can just come over here and copy the code. You don't have to select, just click on the button and your code is copied. All right, so you can also check out my YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe also, and you can share these posts to other social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, or you can go ahead to copy the link to this tutorial and paste it wherever you want to. All right, so let's get back into the business of the day, which is how to display your tags on your WIX pages. So we're going to start off with our regular page, which as you can see is right over here. Now what we need to do is to turn on our dev mode, and then we can start with our code. Now before we get into the code section, the first thing you want to do is to add an element into your page, a text element into your page. Now as you can see, there are different text elements. It doesn't matter what text element you use, because whatever formatting we're going to be making use of will be edited inside the code. So it doesn't really matter if you're going to change the font style of this one. We're going to be making use of that in the code. Now speaking of the code, when you open that up, you can see that we have a very beautiful layout of how to edit this text element. Now the first thing we want to check over here is that we have something called tags. Now these tags is being assigned to an array, and you can see these are arrays of different keywords that I want to be displayed on my tag when this is fully functional. What you can do right here is to actually add more of them or actually reduce that, and what we want to do here is to add maybe something called yummy, and there may be more things called foodie. All right, so let's preview that and let's see if that was added into our tags. Now you can see the keywords I've added have been added into our tags. To move forward, I'm going to show you how to customize everything in there. So since it's an array, what we're going to do is to go into the array, which is right here, tags.map. We're going to go into the array, and for each of these ones, we want to apply all these settings to each of the keywords to be displayed. All right, so first thing we have here is the style background, and you can see the background of my text is actually something that looks like red, but it's not red actually. And then we have the border radius. The border radius is the curve right over here at the bottom, and then we have the line height, we have the padding at the top and bottom, the left and the right. Now this will make sure that the button, this actually looks like a button, so it's going to have the same height between the text itself and the beginning of the button itself. At all edges it's going to be equal. All right, and then we have the margin for the right and left. This is the spacing between each of the buttons, so we can go ahead to change that. Mine is set to 0. You can add more spacings between this item and this item. As you can see, this looks really small, but you can go ahead to increase that by changing the margin over here. Then we have the text alignment. This centers the text inside the element to the center. And next we have the color of the text. So this color here is actually the color of the text element, which is set to white. You can go ahead to change yours to whatever color is the theme of your website. And then we have the font weight. This determines how heavy the text is going to look. As you can see, the text actually looks pretty heavy. If we change that to 100 and then we preview that, you're going to see that that changes the weight of the text. As you can see, the text font looks lighter compared to what I have over here, which looks pretty heavy. Alright, so let's go ahead to change other functionalities. Next, we have the font size, which is set to 12 pixels. We can go ahead to increase the font to make it bigger or actually smaller if you want that to be. And then finally, we have the tags display. Now, before we get into the tags display, this join method will actually join all the items together into like a string. So what you see over here is a string. If we do not add all these functionalities there, it's just going to display as in the combined items or elements. All right, so next thing we have is the tags ID. So you can go over to your text element and change the ID to whatever suits you. So mine is called the tags display, and I've added the ID right over here. And since you can actually make it an HTML, we actually use the HTML method. Okay, this everything you see here is a HTML setting. So we're going to make sure that our item is actually assigned to this feature we just created. All right, so that is just all you have to do for this section. You just have to add something called the tags and then change all the tags to what you want for a regular page. All right, and then next you want to do is to change your ID over here, the text ID, and then you can play around with the features and go ahead. You can search online for more features that you can use on how to customize this feature to your best taste. All right, so that is how you add this to a Wix regular page. Now next we're going to go into the Wix dynamic page. Now this dynamic page is going to display for us the repeated items first, and then from there we're going to move into the dynamic item page. Now as you can see, we have our repeater all set out. Our repeater has been connected to data. Everything is all set out except for this text, which is also called the tags display. Now this text is not connected to data because we will not be connecting that to our database. We're going to be using similar method to display the tags. Okay, if I preview this, you're going to see that this actually already works. So I'm going to show you how that works perfectly. So as you can see, this displays for each of the items, and I'm going to show you how that works. Now I have a section of the code which is called display selection tags. Now it looks a little bit different from what we have on our previous code for the regular page, and that is because our tags has been assigned to something entirely different. Now you can see from here that I have had the already function for my data set. My data set is what I connected my data items to, and you can see the ID is called dataset1. Now I've made that, set that to already. I added the ready function of my data set and also added the on item ready for my repeater. Now why am I using the repeater, the on item ready for my repeater, is because each item in my repeater has to look different. They have to display differently, but they have to display the same design but different tags. So what our tags actually does right here is that it's going to use the item data over here, and then this is the tag of my database field. So I added a field in my database called tags, and I'm going to show you what the field key actually is. So right here in my database, you can see this field that is called tags, and I've added different tags to my items, different tags. As you can see in the properties, you can see that these tags has been assigned to the tags field. All right, this is the field type and it's called tags, and the ID or the field key is called the tags. All right, so what I'm going to do is to copy that field key to be able to display these items separately for each of the items. So I'm going to add my field key just right about here. All right, just change your field key right over there, and just the same as we have done for the regular page, you can go ahead to change these items to how you want it to be. It's just completely the same. All you have to do is just to make sure that your field key has been set right here. So, and what you need to do next is to make sure that your text ID, which is the ID of the tags to be displayed over here, which is the text element, is the same. All right, and then again you have the join, and then we have the font size and every other thing that you can actually modify on your own. So most importantly, we have the single item. Now this single item is because we're trying to display the specific tag for the specific item. All right, so that is all you have to do for this section. You can I'm going to leave a link to this code on in the description below. Check it out. And also I'm going to be making a blog for this tutorial. You can also go ahead to read it on my website, which is called WIX Genius. All right, so let's go ahead and test this out for our repeater item page. So we're here right now in the dynamic item page, and I'm just going to preview that. And as you can see, the text element I added, which actually looks like a paragraph, was actually, it doesn't really matter what it was, has actually changed to become what I wanted it to be. Okay, so it doesn't matter what text element you use. You don't have to even edit that. All you have to do is just to add it to the place you want it to be displayed, and the rest is done in your code. Now this code is going to also look a little bit different from the rest of the codes I have added, and that is because our items, or the page that we are on, we're going to be making use of the dynamic data set. So we're going to be getting the item from the current item displayed, and then we're going to be displaying it on our page. So as you can see, we have used the data sets get current item method, and then we have added our field key over here. So what we're doing is that we're getting the current item, and we're getting the tags specifically from our database. All right, so whatever item that is being displayed, the current item that is being displayed is going to go into the field and actually get the tags related to that. Now our tags has been assigned to that. So now we're going to go ahead to modify our code and all of the settings that we have done previously as well. And then we have brought back our single W back, since we're making use of a page, actually not a repeater. And our ID here is also called tags display, as you can see. So as you can see, this looks like a paragraph, right? But then it doesn't really matter what text elements you added. All this is going to overwrite whatever settings you have. I'm going to add a link to this code in the description below. Don't forget to check it out. And most importantly, what I want to show you here is that each of these items look different. All we're doing is just to set the different thing for our tags. Okay, remember, for the static page, I'm going to go back over to the regular page. The tags is actually a manual input of all the things we wanted to display, as you can see. And then for the dynamic page, which is the repeater, if we go back to the repeater, you're going to see that our let tags is using the item data for from our on item ready function, and then we have the field key just right over there. So just make sure that your let tags, which as you can see is also being displayed and is being mapped out for all the items inside of these this variable, is being mapped out and it's going to be displayed neatly later on. And also finally for our restaurant database, for our restaurant title dynamic page, you can see that our let tags is using the data set get current item method, and then finally we have the field key right over there. And as you can see, it's still just the same. We're just changing the scope of which we're getting our data from. Okay, so that is all we have to do. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and also subscribe to my channel. Don't also forget to check out my website, the wixgenius.com. In this website, you're going to find a lot of tutorials, a few of them actually. I'm still trying to get these tutorials into place and add more for you to make use of. Okay, so don't forget to also reach me. You can reach me through the chat button right here, or you can also go to the contact page and leave me a message. Okay, so thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.